Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Rays TV presented by Union Home Mortgage. We welcome you to Tropicana Field, Game 2 of the 3-game series between the Rays and the Cincinnati Reds. With Brian Anderson, Dwayne Stats, great to have you aboard. Ryan Bass joined us throughout the evening. Well, the Rays dropped the first game of this series last night, BA 6-1, and they will send Steven Matz to the mound here tonight. Well, he's made 4 starts. He's won 3 of them, and the Rays have won all 4 of those games.
Then I would say they're sending the right guy to the mound, because you're absolutely right. Steven Matz has gotten off to a great start for the Rays here in 2026. He's 3-0 with his record. The team record is 4-0. Listen, he's done a really good job of limiting base runners. His whip is just over 1, doing a good job of keeping the ball in the yard. Just 2 home runs given up in his 4 starts. He tests the discipline of an opposing lineup because he pitches to both sides of the plate very effectively, changes speeds very well. That formula will not change tonight.
Yeah, and Chase Burns will start for Cincinnati, and the Rays hitters better be ready. He can be overpowering.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you something, he keeps it as simple as a starting pitcher will in today's game. 3 pitches, Dwayne: fastball, slider, changeup. Leads to a 2.42 ERA, 22 strikeouts in just over 22 innings. And you're right, that fastball is going to sit at 98. It's going to clip triple digits. That's why Kevin Cash is running out 6 lefties in the lineup tonight, because the righties against Chase Burns, 132 average. So load it up with the lefties and take your shot.
Rays and the Reds just moments away from first pitch.
At the Home Depot.
Rays baseball is brought to you by Orlando Health. We make it personal. And by Rooms to Go. Buy the piece, save a little. Buy the room, save a lot. Rays and the Reds go at it tonight, led by 2 dynamic young players. Junior Caminero for the Rays, Ellie De La Cruz for Cincinnati. Ryan Bass takes a closer look when we come back.
Papa John's has some new.
At Ace, we know not all paint is created equal.
The Cincinnati Reds are loving life on the road, winning a big league best 9 games away from home. And tonight, the Rays look to defend their home turf at the Trop as left-hander Steven Matz goes to the hill against Cincinnati flamethrower Chase Burns. Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. Middle game of the series just moments away. Let's go to the field and Ryan Bass.
2 Dominican stars, 2 of the biggest in the league in Junior Caminero and Elly De La Cruz, got a chance to catch up yesterday. Good friends, grew up about an hour and a half from each other in the Dominican Republic, and I'll tell you, they were laughing, they were catching up, they were talking shop, but it was Elly De La Cruz who got the last laugh from Junior. How about this yesterday? In the 3rd inning between these two, Caminero smokes 113 off the bat, and look at that, Cruz 6'6", lays out, snags it, pops up, fires a laser to first to get him. Cammy just shrugged, turned, laughed, says, you know what, that's the game. Elly's my brother. And that little gesture he was telling him, I'm not bringing you any food tomorrow, to which brought smiles to Elly De La Cruz's face. Elly called it one of the best plays he's made in his career so far. Dwayne B.A. will see if Junior has any payback in store. Maybe put one over the fence where Elly can't reach it.
Well, 2 young dynamic stars. Caminero just 22, De La Cruz 24. Dynamic without question. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Cincinnati will lead off with Dane Myers, followed by Matt McLean, and then Elly De La Cruz hitting 3rd in front of Sal Stewart. It will be Eugenio Suarez as the designated hitter. Spencer Steer, followed by Tyler Stevenson, Reese Hines, and then Cabrian Hayes rounding out the lineup card for Terry Francona.
Well, taking the mound tonight for the Tampa Bay Rays is going to be left-hander Steven Matz. 4 starts on the season. His personal record 3-0, the team record 4-0. And this is what we were talking about coming in. When you take a look at that whip, doing a good job of limiting base runners, strikeout to walk ratio 21-6. And he will test the discipline, as we were talking, of an opposing lineup, because he is one of the few guys, you know, starters especially, that pitch to both sides of the plate. And I mean, he does not shy away from pitching in on righties. You see that 2-seam fastball. He uses it more like a 4-seamer. He likes it to the glove side, and he likes it with a little bit of elevation. And then here comes the changeup, occasional curve, occasional slider. Let's take a look at the defense and see how it's going to line up behind him. In that outfield left to right, Chandler Simpson, Cedric Mullins, and Jake Fraley. And that infield 3rd to 1st, Junior Caminero, Taylor Walls, Richie Palacios, and Jonathan Aranda, with Hunter Fiducia getting the call behind the plate.
And there is Junior Caminero down there at 3rd base, with Myers stepping into the batter's box. Steven Matz all set to go to work. And the first pitch swung on and fouled up the right side. Out of play it goes. Myers starting the evening, hitting .250. And that's upstairs. Trip Gibson calling the balls and strikes. He's working on 12 years in the major leagues now. 2-1. Playing next, and then De La Cruz. 3-1. Matt's walking 6 with 21 strikeouts in just over 21 innings of work. 3-1, popped up foul. That will be out of play as well, and the count is full.
Well, he understands. Listen, I can't hurt myself. I don't have that overpowering fastball. I have to outthink. I have to outflank. I have to outsmart hitters, keep the ball off the barrel of the bat. And the last thing that I can do is free base runners, make them earn everything they get.
That's fouled away.
And you will see that all night from Steven Matz. The fastball in on the right-handed hitter, especially the first time through the lineup. He wants to make them aware of that pitch so that it opens up the outer part of the plate later.
And he misses with the sinker there, not by much. And a leadoff walk drawn by Myers. There's the walk rate for Steven Matz, and he does not hurt himself in that department.
Yeah, just again, just cannot afford to. Now what he's thinking right here is, what can I do to get some soft contact here? Maybe a rollover ground ball coming in again.
McLean up that right field line. That's going to be a foul ball slicing out of play. All the way down to the corner. Fraley out there, but well out of play.
Well, that fastball in, he tried to stay inside of, and you know, Steven Matz right now, when you're thinking about trying to get that ground ball double play, how about a change up down and away?
And that's a strike on that outside part of the plate, and with a look over there, Myers moving back toward first base as that delivery was made.
Oh, and he got the changeup, but you need to swing at it, McLean. Ooh,
And
yes.
that is strike 3. Well, follow that back up with that two-seamer, and he gets a call, third strike.
Yeah, just closed him out good. Our Advent Health strike zone, and look at how he buries that two-seamer right there on the inside corner. Fastball in, foul ball, changeup away, fastball back in. That's how he pitches. That's how he tests the discipline of an opposing lineup. In, out, change speeds.
Ellie De La Cruz. Breaking ball is down. Well, Cincinnati 15-8 overall, a game and a half up in the National League Central, and they've been tough against American League opponents. They're 10-3 to start the year against American League teams,
and 9-2 on the road. So we love being on the road. We love playing the American League.
Over to first, back in.
None of it makes a whole lot of sense.
That's why you play all those games. 162.
162, and after tomorrow afternoon, the Rays will be done with the NL Central for the season.
That's a shot, well tagged right center field, and that ball is gone. A 2-0 pitch, and that's home run number 7 for De La Cruz. Third home run given up by Matz this year, and this is his 5th start. And it's 2-0 Cincinnati.
Well, we said coming in that Steven Matz had done a good job of limiting base runners and keeping the ball in the yard. And look what's happened, 3 hitters in, but look at the location. They want that ball in. Where does that ball end up? Middle away. And that allows the 6 feet 6 inch tall Ellie De La Cruz to get those arms extended. We talk an awful lot about his speed, maybe not enough about his power.
Now Sal Stewart. He looks at the fastball there.
He was not in ready to hit position at all as that pitch was being delivered. And unfortunately for Matz, it was out of the zone.
Uh, 2-0. And Stewart hit the first inning home run last night. De La Cruz has done that tonight for Cincinnati. And it's 3-0 to Stewart. De La Cruz, that home run, 111.6. And ball 4 right there, a 4-pitch walk follows the home run. Second walk of the inning.
Well, this is exactly where Steven Matz wants that fastball. That's where he wants that fastball, and watch where it ends up. That's all it is. It's not that the pitch was bad. It was the execution, the location. You got to bury that. You bury that in there. Okay, now you're off to a good start in the AB. But that ball misses out over the plate, becomes very hittable.
Eugenio Suarez, 1-1 the count. Home run by De La Cruz, a 4-pitch walk to Stewart. Toss over there. Well, Cincinnati jumped out in front with a home run last night. And the runner goes, throw down, and it not in time. He got that foot on the bag. And a stolen base. That's 6 of 6 for Stewart this year.
The Rays, do they want to take a look at it? Looked like he was there. That they're going to play along. I'll tell you what, this Reds lineup has come out here aggressive here tonight, taking their walks. The home run. Look at how close. That foot just in time. And I'll tell you something else that Sal Stewart did that all these base runners do is they read, that the infielders, the middle infielders that are taking the throw from the catcher are in front of the bag. So they're always going to the back end to make that tag long.
And a wave and miss. Torres out on strikes. Second out of the inning, both coming on strikeouts.
Yeah, watch the positioning right here. All of a sudden, here he's off. Palacios covering. Gets in front of the bag, so he goes wide, makes for a longer tag, and it doesn't get there in time. See how long that tag? It's a long reach.
First pitch, fastball for a strike to Steer. Spencer Steer. And he starts to go, but stopped in time. It's 1-1. And he misses the fastball. 1-2. Lifted into short right. Fraley under it. He's got it. Cincinnati with a 2-run first again tonight. Chandler Simpson will open the Rays half of inning 1.
Do you know what?
Well, the Rays coming in to hit at the bottom of the first inning. And just like last night, down a couple runs. Lineup brought to you by your Orlando Health. Chandler Simpson leads off, followed by Junior Caminero and Jonathan Aranda. Yandy Diaz, the DH, hitting cleanup. Fraley, Mullins, Palacios, Fiducia, and Taylor Walls rounding out the Rays lineup.
Now this Rays lineup will be facing off against the right-hander for the Cincinnati Reds, and that is Chase Burns, making his 5th start of the season. 1-1 record, ERA of 2.42, outstanding whip of 1.07. Keeps it simple. We talked about it coming in. Fastball, slider, change.
And the first pitch in there for a strike, 96.
And how about
take him long to get loose?
No, not at all. And again, the 4-seam. No 2-seam, no cutter, no sweeper. Just fastball, slider, change. And I'll tell you what, when he does see the right-handed hitter, it's fastball, slider. One you see right there. One changeup thrown to a righty, and maybe that was mislabeled.
One and two. Simpson starting the night, hitting .337. 30 hits. Started the day tied for the most hits in the major leagues. Tracks this one all the way down. 2-2. The chop out to second. Big hop from McLean, and the throw to first. A routine play right there.
Let's set the rest of that Cincinnati defense for you. In the outfield, left to right, we've got Spencer Steer, Dane Myers, and Reese Hines. Infield, third to first, the Gold Glover, Cabrian Hayes, Ellie De La Cruz, Matt McLean, and Sal Stewart, with Tyler Stevenson back behind the plate.
Ellie De La Cruz with the home run at the top of the inning. Junior Caminero takes a big cut, almost lost the helmet there. Strike one. A little friendly competition between De La Cruz and Caminero. Our two young, talented stars. Ooh, that's a four-seamer. He had 98 with that, and with some precision on that pitch.
Yeah, when you can take that kind of velocity and match it up with location, unhittable. And that's what these Rays hitters are looking for. They're going to see the velocity, but he will leave some out over the plate. You can't miss him.
And just a little piece of that when he lost his helmet with that foul ball, holding the count at 1-2. Well, Chase Burns, 23 years old, coming off a no decision against San Francisco.
And threw the ball very well in that game. 6 shutout innings.
No support.
None.
And the slider against Caminero swinging. So 2 gone. Yeah, he got just 1 hit in support in the 6 innings he worked.
Well, our advent held the strike zone. It's that slider, and that is just a nasty pitch here for Chase Burns. And look at the extension that he gets on it, and then the depth, and how much Junior missed that pitch by. He's held hitters to a 114 average against with that slider.
And overall 190 on the year. So he has some numbers impressive across the board. Now 2-0 to Aranda. One. And 3 balls and a strike. Yandy Diaz on deck. And we have a full count. Chase Burns setting his own pace out there. 3-2. Aranda steps out of the box for a moment. And that's ball 4. So the Rays get a base runner. Down the last outing, the Reds had only 1 hit in support of Burns against the Giants. He went 1 for 17. That hit was a single, and he pitched 2-hit baseball for 6 innings and gave up just a walk. 2-out walk here, and now it's Yandy Diaz. Foul the other way. Yandy at 326. 3 homers, 17 runs batted in.
By the way, can you even call that on Yandy Diaz eye black anymore? It's become like war paint.
Yep.
Face black. Not eye black. I mean, he has smeared that down. There's a whole process to that too. You can tell.
There's an artistic element to
There is.
It's fouled back. You put that on canvas and you could hang it in the museum, in your rec room.
See where there is no eye black? Those are the stickers. He's painting around the stickers and then peeling them off. It's my guess.
Fly ball back toward the line, and that will be caught. Reese Hines there to make the grab. Walk and a man left. 2-0 Cincinnati.
A century ago.
Well, today's Toyota Tread. Let's take a look at what the Reds are doing on the road this season. 9-2. They've come back 3 times. starter ERA, of course, but that bullpen ERA jumps out at you because they have right now statistically the best bullpen in Major League Baseball and have been very, very good on the road.
Yeah, and how about that road record? 6-6 at home, 9-2 on the road for Terry Francona. First pitch here, Stevenson looks at a strike.
I mean, really, their numbers, when you look at offensive numbers across the board and then their record, is a statistical anomaly at this point.
You know, the interesting thing about that, and you're right, they came into the game tonight hitting .204 as a team.
Worst in Major League Baseball. Let's go right down the line. Yeah, runners in scoring position, OPS, the whole thing, and not scoring many runs a game. And you can right here, you know, it's one thing if they were super clutch, they were getting all their hits with runners in scoring position. That's not the case.
It's a foul ball, holding the count 2-2. But how about this? Steven Matz coming in against this team. They have hit this lineup. This specific lineup has hit over 400 against him. It's fouled out of play. Counting the 2 runs and the 1 hit they had in the first. Look at this. They're hitting .435 off him for his career. This collection of hitters, starting with Myers in the top spot and Hayes in the 9th spot. Count still 2-2.
Statistical anomaly. But all Terry Francona and this team cares about is a win, a win, a win, and they've been doing a lot of that.
The count full now. Hines on deck.
Imagine if they got hot. I mean,
into right, lining up. It's Fraley making the catch. Put away. Well, the Rays post-game concert series is back full swing here at Tropicana Field. Chase Rice comes in Saturday, May 2nd. The Rays take on the Giants. Back-to-back entertainment, all in one ticket. Level up your experience with an on-field wristband. To get even closer, visit RaysBaseball.com/Chase Rice. Reese Hines is ahead in the count, 2-0. It's out of play. 2-1. Match right back with a new baseball, ready with the next pitch. And that's fouled out of play to even the count at 2-2. Once again, a foul ball to the right side, out of play.
boy, all these pitches fouled off to the right side, fouled off to the right side. This is where Steven Matz, if he's feeling good with that glove side fastball, this is where you could bury one in.
And the battle continues.
Well, it's exactly what he was feeling too, and that's a good spoil by Hines. They're going to try to bury that two-seamer in there. Didn't get it quite all the way in there, but enough to foul ball.
And strike three call. Throws him with a little slider there.
Yeah, put it right in the same general area. Different pitch, different velocity, different movement. There it is. Stays a little bit flat, but just completely fooled Hines.
2 up, 2 down in the second inning. Here's Brian Hayes. One 0 pitch, and he drives it deep to right field, and that ball will get out of here. An opposite field home run. And Brian Hayes, the number 9 hitter, came in 4 for 56. That's his first extra base hit of the year. And it's a 3-0 ball game.
Well, there it is. The fastball trying to come in again, and it stayed middle away. And Ke'Bryan Hayes was able to get full extension, sees it well, and got enough of it.
Myers pops it up foul. It will be out of play.
I mean, some of the comings and goings of this series so far. Like you said, Ke'Bryan Hayes does not have an extra base hit. He has 4 hits on the season, and he's going to go opposite field.
And he has 4 hits and 9 at-bats in his career against Mats now, and 2 of those are home runs.
And the thing is, you just go back. It's just the location. You know, it's not like it's a bad pitch. It's a bad pitch because of where it ends up, missing your spot by that much. Well, you brought up those numbers earlier. This lineup career against Mats, and
Pitch is down 3-1, and it's holding true so far.
I was going to say, yeah, staying true to form, and just needs to get into better spots. That's all.
It's fouled, deflected to the backstop, and the count is full. What has to be a frustrating feeling out there when you look at this lineup and the numbers as they match up, and Matt's competing. I mean, that's what he does.
Yeah, and here's
there's a shot deep to left. Simpson will go to the track, and that ball is going to get out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Myers hits his first of the year. Well, the Reds have 3 hits so far, and they're all home runs. It's a 4-0 game. Myers' first home run of the season. That gives him 3 for 4 in his career against Mats.
You know, and here's the thing, Dwayne. It's not like Steven Matz is not aware of this, and it's not like he probably hasn't gone back and looked at video and said, what are they hurting me on? And then that allows you to tweak your game plan. There's another pitch. They're trying to go away, and he pulls it in. So we've seen more mislocation from Steven Matz tonight than we have seen in his first 4 starts maybe combined.
Yep.
And it's been trying to go fastball in, and it's running away. Right there, he's trying to go fastball away. He pulls it in. And listen, you have to credit the Reds lineup. Those mistakes, those misses, they have not missed.
Yep. Well, he's falling behind hitters. There have been a number of full counts. He went 3-2 to Myers in the first, walked him, 3-2 to him here in the second. And he hits the home run as Hayes and Myers hit back-to-back home runs. And McLean fouling away the first pitch. Strike 2 with that foul ball back. Popper short right. It's Fraley. He will take care of that. But 2-run score on back-to-back home runs. Ke'Bryan Hayes and Dane Myers. Hayes and Myers back-to-back home runs. Rays coming in to hit in the bottom of inning 2. Jake Fraley, after the first pitch, fouls that one out of play to the third base side. Cincinnati with 2 runs in the first, and then those 2 home runs and the 2 runs in the second inning. Fraley fouls this one, and that caught him. So Fraley trying to walk off that foul ball.
And hammers it straight down and into that, not even into the foot. That was up in the shin, on the inside of that shin. He's got some protection down there, and it hit that protection. That will help, but Not enough.
Oh, he'll try to shake that off with an 0-2 count against Chase Burns. And Burns, with that four-seamer up, throws it by him. Strikeout number 2. Well, Burns spent some time at Tennessee, then Wake Forest.
The number 2 pick in 2024. It'll be interesting to watch over the course of his career how he further evolves as a starter. I don't think he's going to stay four-seam, slider, changeup forever. And against the right-handed hitters, again, it's four-seam slider. Yep. Period. So it will start to evolve, looking to get different. But he's young. He's young. He's got an overpowering fastball. He's had success at every level. So you just let him do his thing.
Yeah, and you're right. He's like 50-50 fastball slider to the right-handed hitters. It's one thing if you're coming out of the bullpen, but as a starter, I think you're right. There's a base hit. Cedric Mullins to the left of McLean, the second baseman, and threw into right. And the Rays get their first hit, their second base runner.
Well, this is what they're going to have to do, is apply some pressure. Fastball, they want it in. It's middle of the plate down. Cedric Mullins is able to get around it and hit it sharply enough to get it outside of the dive. And there you go. You got a base runner. You got a base runner that runs well.
Richie Palacios, there goes the runner. Pitch is a strike, and the throw is not in time. Mullins steals his 4th base of the year in 5 attempts, and he got that hand in there before the tag.
We didn't waste any time, did he? I mean, he's like, this is a good matchup. Off he goes. High leg kick from Burns. And the throw down there, he was already there.
So the Rays trying to utilize their speed.
Tell you what, did you see Ellie how deep he let that ball get before he caught it? He made that closer than it should have been.
It's a ball and a strike count to Palacios.
Watch this. Instead of catching it out in front, he lets it go, catches it deep and tries to catch it as that glove is on Cedric Mullins. Made that play close.
Into the dirt, scooped out. 2-1.
If he catches that out in front and then reaches, it's going to take way too long. But you let it go, you trust yourself, and you catch it deep.
Gets complicated back there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a total field game. Baseball instincts.
3-1. Richie hitting .286 on the year. Miller Cruz, he's got a lot going on out there. You don't see many shortstops that tall, that lanky, but boy, he is athletic with all of that.
And that's the only way that you can do it. You have to be just an elite athlete. We've seen his power tonight. We've seen how he runs. We saw his defense, his range. Shouldn't even say range. That ball was, I mean, look how much bigger he is than Cedric Mullins. And he's deep. He's well behind him.
And a turn, nothing doing.
And then how about the throwing arm?
Yep.
I mean, really all the tools. All the tools.
And that is ball 4. So Palacios draws the walk, and the Rays put a couple men on here. We'll get together with Tyler Stevenson, the catcher, out there. Well, you look at the draft picks there coming out of Wake Forest. Louder, we saw plenty of him last night. Burns tonight. Nick Kurtz with the A's.
That's a pretty good team. That's a really good team. Goodness.
Hunter Fiducia. Pitch strike. A foul ball. Puts Fiducia behind 0-2. A 3-home run game for Cincinnati already. Rays trying to get on the board here. And Fiducia is out on strikes. 2 gone. Let's check in with Ryan.
Yeah, Dwayne, we've seen back-to-back days now in this ball game where pitchers that have come from Wake Forest University that have been featured on the mound here. And I'll tell you, Chris Adams-Wall and I, Rays radio broadcaster, had a chance to get to know that Wake Forest program when we called the Puerto Rico Challenge tournament back in February down in Puerto Rico, and have a chance to talk to Coach Tom Walter and understand that program. They spend a ton of money with what they call the pitching lab, developing pitchers and really diving deep into the analytics. Everything from what we talk about here with the Rays, right? The spin rate, but even the deliveries, how guys are coming out with the arm angles. They've spent a lot of time investing in their pitchers. And guys, I'll tell you, they continue to put out elite arms into Major League Baseball.
And we're seeing them up close and personal.
And what a selling point for Wake Forest. You want to take your game. Not only do we have the guys that we can point to that have come through here and gone to bigger and better things, but look what the resources that we can provide to you. Wow. And that slider is filthy. You know you're going to see it. And it's just filled. The depth on this pitch. He throws it hard, spins it tight, and look at it, makes its movement just when the swing starts. It's called late movement.
And the slider again. 2-2.
This is his partner.
There's Chris over there. Got a little off-season scouting report.
Affectionately known as 3 names.
Yes. Did he go? Yes, he did. Walls tried to check on the slider, could not do it. 3 strikeouts in the inning.
Mommy loves you.
Rays fans, get ready for Kurtz in the 3rd. If the Rays score a run in the 3rd inning, you score free Wisconsin cheese curds. In the 3rd, leading off for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. And the first pitch, that curveball, and that's too low. Two 2-0. On the ground to 3rd, scoop by Cabanero. His throw to Aranda is right there. So the leadoff man retired in the 3rd inning. Sal Stewart, the first baseman, who walked and swiped the base. And so the base is empty and 1 out in the 3rd inning. Well, it was Stewart last night who hit the 1st inning home run, a 2-run shot. De La Cruz, who just grounded out, hit the 2-run homer in the 1st tonight.
Our DirecTV new era. Let's take a look at some ranks on Sal Stewart. Home runs tied for 1st. Runs batted in. Doing it anytime you see a note. How about this in the Reds notes today? He is the 8th major league rookie since 1920. Okay, so you start talking about that length and the fact that there's single digits. The 8th major league rookie since 1920 to have at least 8 home runs and 20 runs driven in before the end of April.
Yep.
And he's not done. And there's plenty of this month left.
The fly ball short center, and that's going to fall in front of Mullins. And Stewart has himself a base hit, on for the second time.
This ball gets in a little bit on Stewart. Ball gets deep into the swing too, and so doesn't make great contact, but he puts it in a perfect spot. Nothing the Rays could do about it.
There's a swing and miss by Suarez. Well, Stewart back in his home state. He had a good series over in Miami and has started to put together a pretty good series right here. There's a fly ball right center. Fraley is there to make the catch. Suarez is out and Stewart returns to first. 2 gone with a man aboard for Spencer Steer. Well, a couple of high pitch innings for Matz. 26 in the first, 28 in the second. I'd love to get Steer here and have a nice economical inning. That's a strike. Miss there, 1-1. He checked in time, 2-1. And a check. You know, the Reds came into this series last in the major leagues in batting average. 26th in runs scored per game. But they have managed to produce just fine here, winning last night 6-1 and jumping to a 4-0 lead tonight. It's ball 4. And Stewart will be moved up to second. Steer takes over via the walk at first base. Tyler Stevenson, the catcher, about to step in.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work early in the game.
Stevenson fouls the first pitch away. Strike 1. Back foot out of there for a ball.
Well, you've got the bullpen. There you go. Ian Seymour up and starting to work.
Well, there was a 26 pitch first inning, 28 pitches in the second. And for the night, he's now just over 70.
He's not getting great reach tonight. You know, not getting out over that front side. That's why he's had trouble getting that fastball in. He's gotten in there a couple of times, but a lot of other ones have ran back towards the middle of the plate, even some to the other side of the plate. And even with the changeups down and away, not quite getting all the way out there. Those things are fading well off the plate away.
And that is ball 4. The bases are going to be loaded. And a challenge here, and I think that was from Matz.
Yeah, he's just not happy.
Calls confirmed. It is a ball. Tampa Bay has 1 challenge remaining.
And that was, you'd probably call that an emotional challenge.
Well, there it is. ABS powered by T-Mobile. And it's the walk, back-to-back walks now.
You know what? I think that was more of Steven Matz influencing Fiducia, because Matz was kind of barked something in, and then Fiducia went to his helmet. Matz didn't go to his hat.
Well, there's a strike to Reese Hines. Oh, 2.
Watch this right here. Watch Matz with the influencing. Yeah, an influencer, Dwayne.
There you go.
Whatever he said caused Fatuccia to go to his helmet. Do it now.
And that's a foul ball, the call by Gibson. And the Rays ready to leave the field, and they're asking.
He caught
Kevin
it.
Cash is going to come out, and maybe they were still want to see if Blakeney can help at first.
Does he think that that he fouled the ball into the dirt, that it was a scoop? Because he catches this clean. This at bat's over. He might have thought that it bounced. Right there, misdirection, but he catches it clean.
Yes, he did.
So that's an out. Now, if that foul tip goes into the dirt and he scoops it, that's one thing. Okay, but he caught that clean. That's strike 3.
So they're conferring. Did you see it? Did you see it? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I saw it. Well, no one saw it, apparently. And
that's brutal. Right here, you see the ball misdirected. There's a swing, there's the foul, and he catches it clean.
Wow.
That's just bad.
They missed it. And he is out on strikes this time. On the changeup, struck him out. Here we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Here's another look. 4-0 Reds.
Well, we're heading into the bottom of the 3rd here at Tropicana Field. The Reds leading the Rays 4-0. You know what makes Chase Burns' slider so challenging? Watch how long this pitch stays in the zone. In the zone, and then as the swing starts, that's when it starts to make its move. And you can see how much it got under the bat, under the swing of Taylor Walls. But he keeps it in the zone so long, you end up making the decision, I got to go after it. When your swing starts, that's when the ball starts to make its move.
How about Mason Miller topping that list on slider strikeouts, and Burns with 17.
Yeah, what? Because he only pitches 1 inning at a time?
That's it.
I know. That's incredible. Chase Burns out there 5-6 innings laboring for 4 or 5 starts. And Mason Miller pitching 1 inning at a time leads the league.
Well, top of the order here, Simpson, 1-1. Burns with 4 strikeouts tonight, 3 coming on sliders. Pitch is down. Well, action in the Rays bullpen, you know, just to give you an idea of the kind of night it's been for Steven Matz. 3 innings, 77 pitches, ground ball. It's McLean, the second baseman, and Chandler Simpson is the first out in that outing in Chicago against the White Sox. Matz pitched 5 1/3 innings, made 74 pitches in that outing, and he's at 77 through 3 tonight.
It's all been command and location. The stuff is there. The location was not.
Junior Caminero fouls it out of play for a strike.
And that'll be something that, you know, listen, he'll get that fixed quickly. And when he does, he'll go right back to, you know, being the guy that, you know, the first 4 starts, the team won all 4 of them. He was 3-0 himself.
And an 0-2 count now.
I mean, here it is again. Look at, stays in the zone, and then right there as the swing starts to come down. That's the late break that make really good breaking balls so difficult.
Ooh, this fastball stays in, and the check swing foul ball.
Look at that.
How about that? That opponent's average is unbelievable.
114. How about the whiff and chase rate, though? I mean, 48% whiff, and you can understand the chase because, again, he keeps it in the zone so long. And with 2 strikes especially, you just can't afford to sit back. So all of a sudden you start to make your swing, and then it becomes a ball. That's what they talk about when pitchers are like, I want a strike that ends up a ball. I want to, you know, a strike to ball, but you get a strike out of it.
And it looks like a strike until the very last instant.
That's it. And you know, that's what these pitching labs, that's what they're trying to do, to maximize spin, to maximize break, late break.
Up the middle, sharply hit. And a base hit all the way through into center field. So the Rays pick up their second hit. And that one was right back over the mound, over the bag at second, through the woods and into center field.
Boy, coming in at 98 and heading out. I mean, that's what's scary, is Burns made his first one right here. He ducks. The ball's already by him.
113.1. 98 in, 113.1 out. 1-0. Jonathan Aranda. Yeah, with that kind of velocity on the pitch, and then the exit velocity. I mean, it's the big boys league.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, oh man.
Pinball.
Yep. Two and one. Gentleman's game, but big boys league. Wow. Out of play the other way, 2-2. Aranda takes ball 3 and the count is full. Well, a long way to go. The Rays trying to peck away, put something together.
Strategic timeout right there. Save it. You only get one, and you wait till you're about to get ready to start the final pitch, perhaps, of this AB, and then you call the timeout. Make him wait, make him think about it, because this is a big one.
3-2 on the ground. Over to first. Caminero moves into second. McLean to Stewart, retires Aranda. Celebrate a new era of Rays baseball at Tropicana Field for the entire month of April. First one's on us. Enjoy a $10 credit for your favorite drink or snack. Our way of saying welcome back. Glad you're here. Go to RaysBaseball.com/first to grab your seats. See you at the ballpark. Here's Yandy. Yandy with a fly ball into right. His first time. There's a man at second base, 2 outs. Diaz up in the count.
How about Yandy? 10 out of 20 with runners in scoring position. My math tells me, Dwayne, that that's a 500 average.
I mean, you're right again. I take all my math problems to you. Foul ball right back.
I will say this, growing up, loved history, but absolutely loved math. I loved math, and you know why? Because I loved baseball.
Yeah.
And baseball was numbers.
Oh. Yeah.
1 for 3. What is the percentage?
One of the great things about the game for youngsters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll clean up your math quick. How you figure out an ERA.
Yeah, Yandy not happy about that call.
Pretty good strike zone discipline, and he thinks this ball is down.
And he's right.
Yes, he is.
Wow. Well, what a difference especially against a guy like this. Instead of being 3-1, you're 2-2 with him now with 2 outs.
And maybe not confident enough to challenge because they've already lost one.
Did he go? Oh, yes, he did. And not a happy at bat here on the last couple pitches. Yandy out on strikes. The Rays leave a man at second. 4-0 Cincinnati.
Outshines a blue moon.
Ian Seymour will be the new pitcher for the Rays heading into the 4th inning in a 4-0 game. Cincinnati. Brian Hayes leads off. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, there's the menu for Ian Seymour and his stuff.
Well, the 2-seam, 4-seam, 39% combined, and he splits the difference between those two. Then comes the changeup. And he's in.
Well, Johnny DeLuca has taken over in right field here in the 4th inning. Fraley started out there, and DeLuca's on in the 4th. Three balls and a strike. And Seymour gives up the leadoff walk. So Hayes, who came into this game hitting .071 as a homer and a walk tonight. MLB Plus, new for 2026. Stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. Select out-of-market games every week and live radio broadcast of every game. Game day 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe. Now a strike. Myers up there. He has walked and homered. And 1. Back into center field. Mullins will go to the track with room, and he makes the catch. And back to first goes Hayes. And Myers gave it a pretty good swing right there. But it's out number 1. Well, no official word on Fraley, but he did foul that ball off his foot.
Yeah, well, that was the one. Yeah, that was actually up the shin and right at the top of his padding.
Yep.
So I'll bet you, that was a ball that he hammered into his own leg.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a real good chance that that's it, because that wasn't a glancing blow.
1 strike to count here. McLean. It's fouled back. 0-2. Ball, 2 strikes. Hayes at first. Skied right side. Aranda's after it, and with plenty of room makes the catch. 2 gone. Steven Matz worked 3 innings. Gave up the 4 hits, 4 runs. Shortest start since May of 22, when Matz left that start with an injury. Ellie De La Cruz looks at strike 1. the changeup. De La Cruz out in front. 2 strikes. "77 pitches for Matz in the 3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and he gave up 3 home runs. And a wave and miss. De La Cruz chased the change. A man left. Bottom of the 4th coming. 4-0. Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. On to the bottom of the 4th, and Johnny DeLuca, who just entered the game in the top of this frame, will open the inning for the Rays. First pitch, that's a strike. Well, DeLuca with that average over 300, 302. Ball and a strike. Shot to right field toward the corner. Hines on the run though, and he's going to have room to make the catch. Reese Hines with a good jump on that ball. Got over there in plenty of time. Rays facing Chase Burns. He was a 1st-round pick and actually the number 2 pick in the 2024 draft. Cedric Mullins takes the pitch down. High popper. De La Cruz, the shortstop, circling under it. 2 gone. 2 up and 2 down. Well, Burns acquainted quite well with the strikeout.
I mean, how about that? Strikeouts per 9. NCAA single season record 17.2. Steven Strasburg, Paul Skeens out dueling both of those.
Palacios pulls it foul. Strike 1.
17.2 per 9. I mean, it's 2 of every 3 outs.
Yep. That's dominating. And now he throws a changeup, and Palacios way out in front.
That's the pitch that he does not go to very often, but I will tell you what, this is an A+ changeup. Good reach, and look how it fades away. The change of speed, great location on that change.
And he gets him on strikes right there. Palacios tried to check, went around on the slider. We will go to the 5th inning. 4-0 Cincinnati.
That's cold.
Tampa Bay Rays offer flexible memberships built just for you. Plans start $25 per game. You can choose the matchups you like. Members get perks. Talk to a rep and build your plan your way at RaysBaseball.com/memberships. That's a strike. Sal Stewart leads off against Griffin Jacks out there. He worked Saturday in Pittsburgh. 1 inning, walk, and a couple strikeouts. And Stewart takes the ball. 1-1. Suarez next, and then Steer. Tried to check and did. Brian Blakeney down at first as he held up. 2-1. That caught the edge.
You know, and I thought that we might see Ian Seymour another inning or 2. But this is also only a 4-run game. And there's still a lot of baseball left to be played. You've got a dangerous part of the lineup right here in Stewart and Suarez. So Kevin Cash, like, I'm going to go to one of my higher leverage right-handers to try to get through this inning and keep this just at a 4-run deficit.
Yeah, you have to compete, and because of that, I mean,
if it's 6-7, 8-0, Ian's probably back out there.
Yep.
But you know what? 4-0, we're gonna get a matchup that we like. Know that we've got more than half the game of at-bats left. Now you have that Reds bullpen lurking, and they have statistically been the best in the game.
Another foul ball out of play. Well, coming in, if you go back to the 8th of April, the Reds bullpen has given up 6 runs, 2 earned, in just over 34 innings. Down to shortstop. Taylor Walls handles that for the first out. So that earned run average during that stretch is 0.52.
Odds are not good then.
And no home runs.
No home runs. Yeah, that.
But you know what they say, odds even out.
The Reds offense came into this series not doing much of anything.
Right.
Well, that's been a little bit of a different story.
Suarez has struck out, hit a fly ball to right, fouls the 4-seamer back for a strike. One and one. Yeah, just one of those nights for Steven Matz when he was not himself. Struggled, falling behind in counts. 1 and 2, charged with the 4 runs. Seymour for an inning, picked up a strikeout, gave up a walk, and now Griffin Jacks. 2 and 2. That's a strike. Broke that pitch over. Strikeout number 6 for Rays pitching. 2 up, 2 down in the 5th.
Well, Griffin Jacks can spin a breaking ball as well as anybody in the game, and you can see this right here. That just froze Suarez. He had no answer for that little sweeper. When you take a pitch like that, you feel like that hitter has his heart set somewhere else, and then all of a sudden that spin comes in and your body just doesn't react. You were looking for something different.
1 and 1. Long one. Deep left center. Simpson to the wall, the leap, and that ball is out of here. Came back out onto the field, but that's a home run for Steer. Well, that is home run number 4 for Cincinnati tonight. And it's now a 5-0 ball game.
And that ball, let's see where it ends up. Yeah, just over top with the top of that fence out there and back into play. Yeah, I'll tell you, there was a lot of soft contact turned into hits in last night's game, and there has been a lot of hard contact here tonight. And for big blasts.
Yep. 4 home runs hit by Cincinnati. Two. De La Cruz hit one in the first to get it started, a 2-run home run. Hayes and Myers in the second. And the home run by Steer here in the fifth. And that is strike three and out number three. Bottom of inning 5 coming up. 5-0 Cincinnati.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dwayne, big day tomorrow. Doug Wechter right here doing a little demo with Chandler Simpson, bunting for sacrifice bunting for a hit. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch. It's our first Wechter Wednesday of the season.
Yes.
Doug will be down in the camera well.
Yes, it'll be Wechter in the well day.
Wechter in the well, basically a 3-man booth. And that demo with Chandler will be really interesting, as you have seen all the different ways that he is finding ways to get on base. Bunting has become a much bigger part of his offensive game here in 2026. And we've seen him lay down the sac bunts. We've seen him bunt for hits.
Well, he'll be hitting third in this inning. The Rays looking for some base runners tonight. Hunter Fiducia leads off, takes ball 1 too high. 6 strikeouts for Burns, 5 coming on the slider, including Fiducia in the second. And there's a slider for a called strike, 1-1. Ground ball to first, handled unassisted by Stewart. It's 1 up, 1 down in the fifth. Getting Taylor Walls up there. Burns with the 6 strikeouts tonight. He was in 13 games last year, 8 starts. It's a strike on Walls. He had 10 or more strikeouts in 4 of his first 8 games in the major leagues. That's the kind of stuff he has, and we have seen it up front here tonight.
And he's not trying to fool many guys. I mean, you kind of know what you're going to see. You know, you look at what he features and the percents that he, that he uses them, especially if you're a right-handed hitter. It's fastball, slider, and there's a good chance you're going to see a good number of both of them. So you can eliminate one, sit on the fat. It doesn't really seem to matter. He has dominated right-handed hitters. Left-handers a little bit better against him, but I mean a little bit. That slider is just nasty.
And right there's an example.
Got him again.
Walls is out on strikes on that slider.
Very similar to the first at bat, and you keep this ball in the zone, in the zone, in the zone. He starts the swing. Now it's gone. Tries to pull up. It's too late. That's just, it's so late.
Chandler Simpson. Fastball is away. So 7 strikeouts, 6 on the slider for Burns. And the chopper out to second. McLean has it. Simpson is out number 3, and we are through 5. 5-0 Reds.
Well, we head into the top of the 6th inning. The Cincinnati Reds leading the Tampa Bay Rays 5-0 in a game summary. Really, it's been all Reds. 4 home runs tonight. That ties a season high. Chase Burns, he has lived up to all the hype. 5 shutout innings, just 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, 6 of them coming on that slider of his. And for Steven Matz, it's just about location. You can see the command wasn't there with the 4 walks, a few home runs given up. He just did not have his normal command. And, some nights are like that. Sometimes you get away with it. But the Cincinnati Reds, the mistakes that were made, they either took their walks or they put good swings on mistakes out over the plate and did their damage.
Griffin Jack's out for his 2nd inning of work. Here's Hines. Looks at that pitch after fouling the first one, so he's down 0-2. And Hunter Biggie is up in the bullpen for the Rays now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. swing and miss. So the sweeper takes care of Hines out on strikes.
Well, this has been a good pitch for Jackson this outing. Another sweeper starts it on the outside part of the plate, takes it well off. Hines had already missed that pitch a couple of times.
Well, Hayes with a home run and a walk. A tough start for him, start of the season. But on twice tonight, including his first extra base hit of the year. He came in 4 singles in 56 at bats. Fouls it right back, 1-1.
No, and with those updated numbers, he had not driven a run in. No extra base hits, no runs batted in.
I mean, that's quite a stretch.
It really is. And to stay in the lineup. I mean, to stay in the lineup.
And the Reds will tell you that during that stretch, the one thing he contributed that he could control was his defense, and a great job down at third. But boy, it cannot be easy to go through a start at the plate the way he has.
Yeah, that defense, you better be able to play 2 positions at once.
(3-1) to count. And a strikeout there on the edge. That's a strike call.
Challenging it.
The hitter is challenging the call a strike.
Hayes wants to challenge that call.
He may win it too. That ball looked down. It caught a lot of plate, but it looked down.
Call's overturned. It's the ball.
And it's going to be
Cincinnati has 2 challenges remaining.
So he's on for the 3rd time tonight, drawing his 2nd walk. So 1 on, 1 out. Kevin Kennedy to the mound to make a pitching change, and we shall return.
Well, back here at Tropicana Field, we saw Jake Fraley exit this game early with Johnny DeLuca, who ended up coming into right field as a defensive substitution for Fraley. We saw earlier in this ballgame in the 2nd inning when Fraley fouled a pitch off his right foot. He is day-to-day with a right lower leg contusion. So that's the injury. You saw just the cringe there from Fraley as he went down to his knees. Right lower leg contusion. We'll get an update, Dwayne and B.A., when we talk to him in the clubhouse post.
Well, Hunter Biggie is the new pitcher, the 4th of the game. 1 on, 1 out. He faces Dane Myers. Pitch is down. Myers walked and then scored in the 1st on the De La Cruz home run, and hit a home run of his own in the 2nd inning. 2-0, 96. A little close right there. Upstairs. And Biggie gives up a 4-pitch walk. Back-to-back walks. Hayes walked by Jacks, and now Biggie gives up the walk to Myers.
You know, just been an uncharacteristic night for the Rays pitching staff so far. Just not showing the command that they usually do. How many walks is that?
Well, I've got 7. 8 strikeouts, 7 walks.
Okay, I didn't go that high.
1-0 here.
I was thinking maybe 5 or 6. But yeah, far too many.
Matz walked 4. Seymour 1, Jacks 1, and now 1 for Biggie.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, 7 walks for the Rays staff is a couple of games max.
And Kyle Snyder's headed to the mound after the walk, and 2 misses to Matt McLean.
And that's the thing. The misses have been wide. You know, these are not close misses. These are 6 misses, and most, 5 of the 6 not really near the zone.
And as they say, there's no way of defending a walk, and the Rays have given up 7.
And 4 home runs.
Rays post-game concert series back at Tropicana Field, an all-country lineup. Chase Rice, May 2nd. Cole Swindell on the 30th of May. And Jordan Davis, August 15th. There's a strike. 2-1. Two and 2 now. You look at the line, 7 walks, 5 hits, and 5 runs. That's fouled back.
And when you add all that up with the idea that they've also hit 4 home runs, be thankful you're only down 5-0.
That's right. You go, well, we're going to walk 7 guys and give up the home runs, and you've only given up 5 runs. Oops, shot to left center. That's in there for a base hit. Hayes is going to score. It's going to be a double. Myers stopped at third. McLean doubles home Hayes. And another run home. 6-0 Cincinnati.
And it goes back to the breaking ball, and this one McLean's able to go down and get good plate coverage right there. Gets it out into left center field, and that allows the run to score. That allows McLean. He hit it deep enough to get into second base, and the Reds still threaten.
Now 2-minute scoring possession. The infield up, and a big cut by De La Cruz on that fastball up. Strike 1. Well, the run charged to Griffin Jacks. So he's given up 2 runs. 2 men on. They're accountable to Biggie. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's been all red so far in this series. A 6-1 game last night, and they lead 6-0 in this one.
Now let's take a look at a StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud, and the 4 home runs by the Reds. Ellie De La Cruz got it started, 111.6. But look at those shots there into the deep left center field. Right across, I mean, the launch angle. Just mistakes. They've been able to capitalize on mistakes. That has been really the theme of this game. The walks that they have worked, and of course the 4 home runs, which ties their season high.
That's headed for the seats. Caminero gives chase, but runs out of room. Well, they've had base runners in every inning. Hits in 5 of the 6. Hayes walked in the 4th to put a runner aboard. 3-2 again. De La Cruz down to first. Miranda comes home. They're going to get the tag. Oh, safe. He missed the tag. Beducia tried to put the tag on Myers coming down the line, and he missed him. And they get another run.
Well, let's see what kind of move Myers put on him. The throw is there in plenty of time. That was a sharply hit ball. Aranda's able to pick it and get it on its way to Fiducia. And let's take a look. Ball here's plenty. Here comes Myers. Jukes in and then pushes away. Oh my, what an athletic move. Little jab step. And was able to evade the tag. Clear.
So a fielder's choice, and the run scores. It's 3 runs batted in for De La Cruz tonight. And Stewart takes the ball. Take a look at Stewart.
What did you just do?
Man.
What did you just do?
What kind of move was that? Runners break, and there will be no throw. They pull off a double steal. And boy, Cincinnati taking charge of this one and then some.
I mean, they pulled off a double steal standing up. No one even slid. No one paid anybody any mind, and they just walked up 90 feet.
Upstairs, 2-0. There's a strike. Center, that's going to be a base hit. 2 more runs will score. McLean crosses the plate. De La Cruz scores standing up. Stewart picks up 2 more with his second hit. He's on for the 3rd time. And the Reds are pouring it on now.
Well, that pitch just catches again. Too much plate. Another mistake. Sal Stewart. We've talked about him. Had a big home run in yesterday's game. Drives in 2 more right here. Continues to swing a hot bat for this Reds offense. It's been their 3, 4, 5 guys right in the middle of the lineup that have been driving this offense. But in this series, they're getting a lot of other guys involved.
Cincinnati scored 6 last night. They have a 9-0 lead tonight.
Dwayne, coming into play tonight, everybody outside of the 3, 4, 5 spot in the Reds order is a collective 168 hitter with a 265 on base.
How about that?
Yeah, so those guys have been driving the bus 3, 4, and 5. But in this series, again, we've seen a lot of other guys start to chip in.
Suarez with a popper to first. Aranda is there to make the catch, and Stewart got back on that first base bag. Well, you look at the top of the lineup. Let's take a look at that play here. Look at Aranda.
Double play.
And
he's and you know, Sal Stewart's going, well, what do you would expect? He's in my way. Well, he's allowed to stand there to catch the ball.
Now Spencer Steer. It's a ball with the top 4 hitters in their lineup. They have done a lot of damage. Swing and a miss. 1-1. It's a 9-0 game. They have 7 runs batted in from the top 4 hitters. 2-1.
And you got Spencer Steer down in the 6th hole with a home run. You've got the home run by Brian Hayes. He scored a couple runs.
Well, Biggie came on. 1 on, 1 out, and then gave up the walk to Myers and trouble the rest of the way down the line. It's way high. 3-1. That is ball 4 upstairs. And another base runner reaches, so Steer on for the 3rd time. He has a walk, home run, and walk in his last 3 plate appearances. Biggie and Fiducia take some time, and that's Sulzer getting up. He pitched an inning in the game last night. So the Rays 3 pitchers last night, 4 so far tonight. And Biggie misses with the 4-seamer, ball 1. Fastball fouled back, 1-1.
Someone wants to go. He's like, 9's enough.
Yep.
9 is enough. Can I please finish what I started?
I mean, well, you know the feeling. You love to get all the runs you can, but you'd also like to get right back out there.
Oh, I'm telling you, it has been thought. There have been quite a few games where you're sitting there like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Had your numbers, but I'd like to get back out there and play again.
There's a strike call. 9 men come to the plate. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. There's that acrobatic slide getting into the plate. It is a 9-0 game. Myers putting on quite a show.
The Rays need some good mojo. That's exactly what we're about to deliver as we go to the bottom of the 6th, because we are in the rooms to go lounge. Rich and Doug hanging out, watching the remainder of this game. And Doug, you got to tip your cap to the youngster. 23-year-old Chase Burns has had a whale of a night, and he's back out there.
He's back out there for the 6th inning, and now this is 2 Red starters that have really done well against the offense over with Tampa Bay. If you add both lines up together, I mean, look, this is 11 innings pitched, 10 punch-outs. They've only given up 1 combined. Chase Burns going out there for the 6th inning, and he's looking to continue what he started.
He's only surrendered 2 hits. One of those was to Junior Caminero, who's leading off to it.
Leadoff hitter for the Rays in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here he is, singled in the 3rd. And the pitch is a strike. Well, Burns, with all of this run support. Ground ball up the middle and a base hit into center. The Rays pick up their 3rd hit, and Junior has 2 of them.
Well, Junior using the middle of the field once again. He gets the slider. That's been a big pitch for Chase Burns here tonight. This one stays up, though. Doesn't have that same kind of depth to it. And Junior takes advantage and ropes that ball right through the middle of the field.
So a base runner aboard for Jonathan Aranda. First pitch is a strike.
Well, how about that? The Reds offense, 6 runs total first 4 starts, and then gets 9. So yeah, he's just not used to sitting in the dugout that long.
Yeah, his last start he got no runs and they got 1 hit for him. Well, a little different story tonight. 9 runs, 7 hits. De La Cruz a homer in the 1st.
And really the only part of Chase Burns' game here in the early going this year, you know, that is slightly concerning.
There's a shot off the bat of Aranda, and that ball's going to get out. A home run. Jonathan Aranda, 2-run shot. His 4th home run of the year. And the Rays get on the board.
I got something special for you coming, Dwayne.
Fifth home run given up by Burns. So on a night when it's been all Cincinnati, Aranda connects, and the Rays with that two-run shot on the board.
Well, and what I was going to say is the third time through the order for Chase Burns has been very troublesome here in 2026. I mean, he has had fantastic numbers first and second time through the order. Third time through the order, it gets not very good. And how about this? He's given up 4 home runs on the season, and all 4 of them now have come third time through the order. So that'll be interesting to see how that part of his game evolves. I think a lot of it is because, again, these hitters, they see a couple of pitches. You fastball slider if you're a righty. Fastball slider change, I mean, still not a lot. So by that third time through, you have seen Chase Burns, and even though he may have gotten you the first couple of times, you start to get onto his game, and teams have made him pay that third time through.
Well, here's that home run pitch to Aranda.
That slider that's given everybody trouble. Caminero rips one through the middle, and Aranda takes one into the seats. You're anticipating it now.
2-2. Cincinnati with a season high 9 runs. Singer, the lefty, up in the bullpen. Yandy pounds it. Count is full. Caminero hit the second pitch to center for a base hit. Aranda hit the second pitch out for the home run to right. And now 3-2 to Yandy Diaz. And he shoots this one hop. McLean hits the glove down there, and Yandy is the first out with that toss to first. He hit that ball sharply.
Yeah, that ball was smoked. That got on McLean in a hurry too. Did you see how he took that little half step back to try to get just a little bit better of a hop, and then still
pitch wide. Johnny DeLuca, his second plate appearance, entered the game in the 4th. And Fraley left. And the fastball. 1-1. Sam Mole up in the bullpen. It's too close. Cincinnati has been dominant tonight. Rays on the board. And DeLuca up in the count, 3-1. Just caught the edge. So the count is full. And strike 3 called. DeLuca out, number 2.
Boy, right through the bottom of the zone. Fastball this time. Borderline pitch.
Well, 2 outs into the 6th inning, and Tito Francona coming out. The pitch count up in the mid-90s. And a call to the bullpen coming right here.
Well, the Reds leading this ball game 9-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Chase Burns, well, he came out firing here tonight, which we knew that he would. Fastball slider change, the fastball sitting at 98 miles per hour. But the big pitch for him tonight, especially leading to the vast majority of these strikeouts, was the slider. And it was nasty. It was nasty against the righties. The few that were in the lineup, 2 of them were in the lineup. You had the switch hitter Taylor Walls. but a lot of those sliders get in the lefties too. And you can see by his body language right there, not thrilled with his outing because of the 2-run homer that Jonathan Aranda hit off of him. You look at you do all those good things. You miss one pitch, give him the 2-run homer, and that's what you focus on.
And the left-hander Sam Moll takes over. Ryan Vilade pinch hitting for Cedric Mullins. Off speed, and the count goes to 1-1. Mullins was 1 for 2 tonight, had a single and a stolen base. Stayed wide. Hit it to the gap, left center field. Myers up with it. The throw to second base, not going to be in time. And Vilade, who went in head first, went right over the bag and kept that foot on it. Has himself a pinch hit double.
He only kept the foot on the bag because McLean was there to stop him. If McLean gets out of his way, he overslides the bag and he's going to be out. This ball, nice job here staying right on it, middle of the plate down. And then watch this right here. He's going over that bag with some McLean saved the day.
How about that? Thanks for stopping by. There's a strike. Palacios with a walk and a strikeout. Vilade with the pinch hit double.
Watch McLean's ankle as he starts to rotate and turn here. That could have very easily, you talk about his ankle sprain.
Yeah, an ankle doesn't turn all that well in that direction.
And the knee too.
Yep.
You know, I mean, that whole area could have been compromised.
2-1. Five and 2/3 for Burns. 2 runs and 4 hits. Chop to the right side. Big hop for McLean at second base. Braves on the board on the 2-run home run by Jonathan Aranda. They leave a man. It's 9-2 Cincinnati.
Ryan Pepiot gave a pretty honest and frustrating update on that right hip that has been keeping him from making his season debut. What was thought to be kind of a minor issue, especially late in spring, has now turned into a pretty major one with Ryan Pepiot on the 60-day IL. That right hip inflammation still bothering him, and it's turned into something that's going to sideline him until at least May. And even he admits, he said, it's a weird one. I thought it was going to be a whole lot of nothing. We all did, but it's not bouncing back. Pepiot saw a hip specialist in Nashville last week, got a cortisone shot, just started throwing again. He said there's some instability in his legs when he lands on the mound, and that it's tough to execute a pitch when you don't know where that lower half is going where you land. That has been the key problem for him. BA, you know how important that lower half is to any pitcher's game, so it's a waiting game for Pep right now.
That's where it all starts. And yeah, if that foundation isn't solid, then you're going to have trouble, you know, being able to do your job.
Well, here with the new pitcher, Yanders Gomez, he hit Hines to put him on to lead off the 7th, and now he faces Cabrian Hayes. 1 strike on Hayes. A lot of base runners here in the last few innings. That was the case in the first few innings as well. It's too close. 1-1. Hayes came in with an .071 average. 4 for 56. He has homered and walked twice. One and 2. Some pretty good arms And on the youthful side right there, fly ball into right. And that's Valade there to make the catch. Valade in right, and DeLuca has moved over to play center. And Hayes is retired for the first time in this game. 1 on, 1 out. Here's the top of the order, Dane Myers. He has scored 3 times. A couple walks and a home run. Hayes and Myers went back-to-back with home runs in the 2nd inning. Ball, no strikes.
He might be digging the slide at home plate more than even the home run.
A big cut right there. It's 1-1. Yeah, Myers was pretty excited.
I mean, that was a great slide. He was dead to rights. I mean, the infield pulled in, ground ball right to Aranda, fires it to Fiducia. They got him. But boy, he put a little juke move and evaded the tag. Sal Stewart was as impressed as anybody in the on-deck circle.
That's a strike out there to even the count, 2-2. Well, the Rays got 3 innings from Steven Matz and then went to Seymour for 1, Jacks for an inning and a third, Biggie 2/3. Now it's Gomez. Three and 2. Rays utilized 3 pitchers last night. The backstop there. Down to first goes Myers, and Hines moves up to second base. Let's go back and take a look at that slide.
Watch the jab step. This ball coming in, and he's gonna, you don't be able to see it really good here, but then watch that right there. He steps inside the baseline and then pushes himself back as he's diving and is able to avoid the reach of Fiducia. Everything going the Reds' way here tonight.
And a little looper into right field. Here we go again. Bases are going to be loaded. Valade coming in to scoop that up on the short hop out there. Hines had to stop at third. Myers up to second. And McLean, who doubled in a run and scored in the 6th, has another hit, a base hit here in the 7th inning.
I mean, everything going the Reds' way. Another ball not hit that well, just floated out into right field, shallow right field.
Well, the bases are loaded, 1 out, and the hitter is Ellie De La Cruz, who hit the 2-run home run in the 1st. Out of play, strike 1. A 3-run batted in game for De La Cruz. Officially 1 for 4. And a base hit into right. Hines will score. So 1 run scores as Myers stops at third. De La Cruz picking up another run batted in, number 4 on the night. And the Reds come right back, hit double figures in the scoring department. It's 10-2. So Gomez having an issue here as he prepares to pitch to Sal Stewart. Strike. Stewart with a walk and 2 singles. Grounded out to short to open the 5th. Batting here in the 7th. Fly ball straight away center field. It's DeLuca to make the catch. Myers tags and scores from third. So another run is home. So the third run batted in for Stewart. And the second out of the inning. With Mid now at second and third. It's 11-2. And 2 runs charged to Gomez. Here's Suarez. And he checked in time, 1-0. Well, the Reds sent 9 men to the plate in the 6th. Suarez, the 7th man to come to the plate in the 7th inning. 1-1. Well, the Reds come in 15-8, 6-6 at home. They're 9-2 on the road. It's tight, 2-1. Well, Stewart, 24 runs batted in now, with 3 tonight, topping the list.
Michael Horner. Rays have seen it. Rays have seen everybody in the NL Central, and it is not going well.
Suarez shoots it into left. Simpson on the move is there to run it down. 7 men come to the plate. It's an 11-2 game.
At Farm.
Well, we take a look at a game summary. It has been all Reds here tonight heading into the home half of the 7th inning. They lead this ball game 11-2. Chase Burns with an outstanding outing for the Cincinnati Reds. 5 2/3 innings, 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. A lot of them on that slider. That was a good pitch for him here tonight. And how about De La Cruz and Sal Stewart right there in the middle of that lineup? 7 combined runs driven in, and Sal Stewart now leads all of Major League Baseball in RBIs.
And Hunter Fiducia leads off against the left-hander Sam Mole. Pitch is outside. Fiducia with a strikeout and a ground out. So not much going for the Rays in this one. They've been out hit 9-5. They've been outscored 11-2. It's Pierce Johnson busy in the bullpen. How about the Reds bullpen over the last 9 games? 2 earned runs in over 34 innings. Left side, long throw to first, not going to be in time. And Fiducia has himself a base hit. Hayes went ahead and tried to make a play on that. And Fiducia is on to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. Taylor Walls. It's a strike. Well, coming into this game, Cincinnati 15-8. They had been outscored by the opposition for the season, allowing 3 more runs than they had managed to produce. But boy, that is in the past now. Francona's team with an 11-2 lead. They had been outscored 84-87. Oh, 2.
Hot corner alert. Cincinnati Reds 15-8. Best start since 2006. I believe that's 20 years ago, Dwayne.
It's down 1-2. Well, we'll take a peek at the Central Division. Everybody over 500. So you've got to play good baseball.
How about that? Brewers at 12-9, sitting last place. Everybody within 2 games, too.
That's a shot well tagged, hooking, and it's foul. How about Walls with home run distance, but a foul ball. Cincinnati 15-8, season high 7 over. They were 7 games over 500 one time last year. Another foul ball. Still 1-2. They were 67-60 on the 20th of August last year. 15-8 right now. Two and 2. Francona, 25 seasons as a major league manager and a couple World Series titles. How about that? Over 2,000 wins. Walls toward right center. Hines makes the catch. 1 out. One on, 1 out for the top of the order. Here's Chandler Simpson. Simpson 0 for 3. He's gone out to the second baseman McLean every time. That's a strike. Headed out of play. Chase Burns worked 2 outs into the 6th inning, gave up 2 runs, 4 hits. Now Sam Mole. And the jam shot there, rolled to the left side, out at second. No chance at a double play, but Fiducia's cut down. That goes 5-4, and take a look at this bat on the ball from Simpson.
Well, the breaking ball that backs up on Mole, but right there, Chandler not comfortable taking that pitch. Maybe catches the inside corner. How about that? You talk about pulling the hands through. I mean, you cannot get the hands tighter to the body than he did right there.
The strike to Caminero. Yeah, that was a contorted angle to make any kind of contact, just to get a swing of some sort and then contact on top of it.
Right, and that's all he's trying to do, because how many times will we see him hit a little dribbler to the left side and beat it out? It becomes an infield hit. I mean, look where those hands are, how tight to the body they are to try to get the barrel, to try to get the bat to that ball. Almost pulled the Rays right off the front of his jersey.
Count down and in. It's 2-1. The Rays have been held to 6 hits. Caminero has 2. Aranda on deck with a home run, and that has accounted for both Rays runs. The home run by Aranda Simpson first, 2 gone. Oh, look out, a little close. 3 balls and a strike. Well, Cincinnati starting with a 1.5 game lead in the National League Central, 15-8. Jumped out in front with a couple in the first and have not looked back. Ground ball. Oh, look at the grab there by Mole. Look what he came up with there, and the flip to first. That retires Caminero. The Rays get a base hit, leave a man. And this comebacker, not the ordinary pitcher first. Look at that, behind the back. And the flip to first. 11-2 Cincinnati. In the 8th inning, Spencer Steer leads off in the first pitch. He takes for a strike. Steer contributed to the Cincinnati cause with his 4th home run of the year. That came in the 5th inning. Solo shot with 2 outs. It's fouled back. Also a couple of walks tonight. And officially 1 for 2. He ended the 2-run first with a fly ball to right. Willie De La Cruz hit the 2-run homer in the first to get Cincinnati started. And the Reds have not looked back. 1-2. De La Cruz hit the home run. Then they got solo shots from Hayes and Myers in the second. Another run in the 5th, 4 in the 6th. Rays got their 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. And a cut and miss. Steer is out on strikes. Cincinnati added 2 more in the 7th. It's 11-2.
Fastball up and in, up and out of the zone. And Gomez gets the chase.
10th strikeout for Rays pitching. And now Tyler Stevenson. He's 0 for 3, drew a walk in the 3rd inning. Fouled back. Will Benson is on deck. Two. Chases this one and is out number 2.
Well, add that to the list. Tyler Stevenson just did not have a good look at Gomez right there. He took full advantage. A couple of fastballs with some awkward swings. Then he takes the breaking ball, sweeps it right off the plate.
So with 2 outs, the base is empty. And here's Benson to hit in the place of Hines. Strike. Cincinnati last year won 83 games. The year before 77. One ball, 1 strike. This one slipped away and all the way to the backstop. It's 2-1. Foul ball back, 2-2. Benson out of Duke University. He fouls this one back. He had a baseball scholarship at Duke, but also entertained ideas of trying to walk on the basketball team.
Not an easy task.
Not an easy task.
Not as a walk-on.
His dad had played at Purdue, so there's some great athleticism in that family. Full count. And Gomez with the pitch. And that is ball 4.
Previous pitch was called a ball. Catcher's challenge.
Well, I think the Rays might want to challenge that.
Call is confirmed. It is a ball. Tampa Bay has no challenges remaining.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. The pitch down.
And let's see where the challenge emanated from. All over the plate. And right there, Yoendris Gomez.
Now, Cabrian Hayes will bat here in the 8th. Pitch is a strike. Jammed him and a little pop. That's foul. Out of the reach of Aranda. And I think he lost a bat there. Crack that bat and he'll get a new one. A couple strikeouts, then the walk of Benson. And a 2-strike count on Hayes as he picks out a new bat. You know, the last few years for the Reds, they've been up and down, a little over 500, under. Go back to 21. They won 83 games. Just 62 and 22, and then 82 and 23. 77 in 2024 and 83 wins last year. Off to a 15-8 start here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hayes. Into left field. Simpson is there to make the catch. A walk and a man left. Bottom of the 8th. Jonathan Aranda will lead off. Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. Rays coming into bat in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pierce Johnson on the mound now for Cincinnati. Will Benson is in the game in right field. Jonathan Aranda takes the first pitch for a ball. Aranda hit the home run in the 6th inning. And there's Benson out there. One and one. One ball, 2 strikes. Let's go back and take a look at that shot in the 6th inning.
Well, he got a slider from Chase Burns, really his only blemish on his night for Chase. And hit that liner into the seats.
2-2. It's headed into the screen. And a strike is called. One gone here in the 8th inning. We'll be with you at 12:30 tomorrow. Brandon Williamson will pitch for Cincinnati, and Nick Martinez, who's pitched well for the Rays, will get that start.
See both of those guys at the strikeouts per 9, relying on their defense, so command is going to be huge for tomorrow's start. Both of those guys.
Yandy takes a strike.
Well, hey.
That's going to drop for a base hit. Yandy serves that one into short center. A little bit to the right field side of center. And he picks up the hit.
Now the breaking ball, and he stays on it enough. There's the reach. Strong guy right off the end of the bat, but enough carry.
Well, he's one up on B.J. Upton on the career hits list in franchise history now. Carl Crawford with 1,480, then Evan Longoria, Ben Zobrist, and 4th Yandy Diaz, just ahead of B.J. Upton. DeLuca finds himself behind in the count. DeLuca entered the game back in the 4th inning. Got a couple at bats, 0 for 2. One and 2. DeLuca came in to right field, and Fraley had to leave. And strike 3 call.
When he went with the slide step there, and that may have put Johnny DeLuca back on his heels just a little bit. Quicker with the delivery, and Pierce Johnson the slide step fastball, and so that's right here. He gets it going quick. Uh-oh, better get that front foot down, and everything was just a little bit off with the rhythm of that at bat for DeLuca. That's kind of how this series has gone so far for the Rays, just a step off.
One ball, no strikes. Ryan Belade. Pinch hit for Mullins in the 6th inning and doubled.
These are the type of games here that if the Rays don't mount a miraculous comeback and they drop this game, that's where the day game tomorrow you like. You know what? Just flush
right
it
back.
Yes.
Yep.
Go to bed, get right back here, and let's get right after it again.
2-1. Three balls and a strike. Johnson originally got to the big leagues with the Cubs. He's had stops in San Francisco, San Diego, the Rockies, and the Braves in Atlanta. Now Cincinnati. Fly ball toward the right field line. Vincent is there to catch it. Rays are out in the 8th. We go to the 9th. 11-2. Well, Ben Williamson's going to be on the mound, the Rays infielder, here as we go to the 9th inning, and he'll face the top of the lineup, Dane Myers. And the first pitching appearance in Williamson's young career. 1 ball and no strikes. And the pop-up short center. And that's going to be caught. Palacios out there from second base to make the grab. So 1 away. Williamson, he got his first major league hit with the Seattle Mariners last year in Cincinnati. And his first career at bat. Now a fly ball right center and cutting across to make the catch. It's Valade out there, and Matt McLean is out number 2. Valade covering some ground. So the height of efficiency here, 3 pitches, 2 outs for Williamson. And now Billy De La Cruz takes a strike. 1-1. And a high fly ball into left. Simpson will watch it sail out. So De La Cruz, who opened the scoring with a 2-run homer in the first, hits a solo home run here in the 9th inning. He will score run number 12 for Cincinnati, and it's now 12-2.
That was a 4-seamer, Dwayne.
Now Stewart back to the mound, and the underhanded toss to first. So they get a run on the home run. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 12-2.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Tampa Bay Rays and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Well, it's 12-2. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. And on the hill, Kyle Nicholas for the Reds. Richie Palacios takes the first pitch inside. Cincinnati adding a run in the top of the 9th with Ben Williamson, the infielder, pitching for the Rays.
Yeah.
And Billy De La Cruz hit that home run. As you know, De La Cruz a switch hitter, but he was hitting right-handed against Williamson and wound up hitting that home run, which turns out to be his first home run hitting right-handed against a right-handed pitcher. In the multi-home run game, the 6th of his career. And now Palacios draws a walk here to begin the bottom of the 9th inning. It's the first walk given up by Cincinnati pitching since the 2nd inning. Hunter Fiducia. And he takes the ball. Shot up the right side beyond the bullpen, foul. strike, 1-2. Count still 1-2. And a cut and miss. Paducah, the first out. And the 11th strikeout for Cincinnati pitching. 1 on, 1 out, and Taylor Walls comes to the plate. Rays scored 2 runs in the 6th on the home run by Jonathan Aranda, which has been all Cincinnati tonight. The Reds started with 2 in the first, 2 in the second inning, a 4-run 6th, 2 in the 7th, and 1 in the 9th. And a strike here on Taylor Walls. 1-1. De La Cruz hit the home run in the first. They hit 2 home runs in the second. Hayes and Myers. Steer hit a home run in the 5th. De La Cruz hit the home run in the 9th.
And I guess that's why you play these games. You know, the Reds came in, their offensive numbers were offensive. And they score here now 18 runs in the first 2 ball games of this series. They probably didn't score 18 runs on their last homestand.
Yep. Strike 3 call to Walls. So 2 gone. Chandler Simpson will bat. 3 ground balls to second. He is 0 for 4. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 7th. And he takes a strike. Day game tomorrow. That'll be good for the Rays. Get this one over with and get right back at it in the early afternoon.
Yeah, the less talked about, the less thought about tonight's game, the better. So
it's going to move Palacios up to second on a wild pitch down around the feet of Chandler Simpson.
Quick feet.
Well, the Rays down to their final out. And it's 3-1. And here we go, 3-1. And that is ball 4. A couple walks. Simpson heads down to first. Rays already have Palacios at second. Junior Caminero. He is 2 for 4 tonight. Well, there was an easy 98 there from Nicholas, but wide. That's a strike.
And that's been his go-to pitch. That has been the most consistent here in his outing. And you saw that his ERA above 5. We talk about this Reds bullpen being statistically the best in baseball. And you've got 8 guys down there, 6 righties, 2 lefties. 5 of the 8 have at least 1 save. 5 of the 8 have a sub-2 ERA. So there are a lot of options for Terry Francona to be able to go to that are high quality.
2-1.
And even Nicholas here with the ERA of just over 5 coming in, you can see the stuff. You saw the 98. The curveball is very tight.
But he's made 20 pitches and 9 strikes.
There you go. That's the issue. A lot of guys with some really good stuff can spin it, can throw it hard, but can you command it? Can you throw quality strikes?
Three and one. And he has walked, the bases loaded. Caminero down to first. Simpson to second. Palacios over to third. With 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. Jonathan Aranda will be the hitter. And a little conference about to take place on the hill with 2 outs in the 9th in a 12-2 game. Nick Martinez pitches tomorrow for the Rays. Brandon Williamson for Cincinnati, the day game. Our coverage begins at 12:30 tomorrow. Nick Martinez has pitched well. Still looking for his first win. He's 0-1 with a 245 earned run average. So we'll look forward to seeing him out there on the hill.
Yeah, you know, another crafty veteran that's going to move the ball around, try to change speeds, try to get these Reds hitters, get their timing a little bit off.
Well, there's Jonathan Aranda. He is accounted for the Rays offense tonight with that 2-run home run in the 6th. Bases loaded here in the 9th, 2 outs. And he takes ball 1. Ball 2. Well, Palacios walked on 4 pitches, then a couple strikeouts. Simpson went 3-1, walked. Caminero went 3-1, walked. Now 2-0 to Jonathan Aranda. And a strike call. And it's 3-1. And ball 4. So that will force home a run. Makes it 12-3. And Ben Williamson, who took over on the mound, will be the hitter for the Rays. So Yandy, who had been the DH, Williamson goes into that spot as the pitcher. And the Rays with a run on 4 walks in the inning. And now Ben gets a plate appearance, and he takes the ball. So 12-3, all 3 runs batted in belong to Aranda. Oh, it's a strike. Another pitch out of the zone. 2 strikeouts, 4 walks in the inning. Williamson waiting on this one. Fouls it. It's 2-2. Now the 2-2, and it's a full count upstairs. 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a 3-2 count on Williamson.
Edge of my seat.
Oh, look out, up and in. And so he walks home another run. The walk to Williamson. He picks up a run batted in. It's 12-4.
And the last thing Terry Francona wants to do with this big lead is have to warm up anybody. And that's why so far it's quiet down in that pen. Like, figure it out.
Johnny DeLuca.
How about that? The balls to strike is almost 2-1.
And there's a strike.
22-13 now. It's 22-12.
That's a ball. Tried the breaking ball.
Catcher is challenging the called ball.
And the catcher is going to challenge it.
Call is confirmed. It is a ball. Cincinnati has 1 challenge remaining.
So, call confirmed. And the count is 1-1. DeLuca lifts a popper down that line and right. That's a fair ball. Falls in there. Couple runs have scored. Down to second base goes DeLuca. Stopping at third, Williamson, with Caminero and Aranda scoring on that fluke double up the right field line. How about that?
Well, now you have to get your bullpen going. You've already used a visit this half inning, so it's not like you could go out there and buy some time. You go out there again, he's got to come out of the game. How about that? Up at the letters, and Johnny DeLuca just short to the baseball and hits a little flare, perfectly placed down the right field line. Gets himself a hit, couple runs driven in.
It's 12-6 now. Valade, who pinch hit, came up with a double in the 6th, flied to right in the 8th. Takes that first pitch for a strike. It's upstairs, 1-1.
You know, 4 or 5 more walks, Dwayne, and a base hit.
That's all it takes.
This is a new game.
Got 5 walks so far. And a double. Now a strike, and it's 1-2. DeLuca at second, Williamson at third. Now 2-2. Brock Burke did get up in the bullpen. The left-hander busy down there. 2-2. Fly ball, center field. Myers will go back to make the catch. 9 men come to the plate for the Rays. They score 4 and wind up dropping this game 12-6. Leaving a couple men on base. So it's 12-6 the final. The Reds take game 2.
Well, our Advent Health play of the game. How about Dane Myers' night? You get the home run out deep into left center field, and then maybe topping that, this slide here at home plate, avoiding the tag of Hunter Fiducia. A little jab step, a little rollover, full momentum. The right hand hits home plate. He's called safe. Sal Stewart can't believe it. And I'll tell you, this Cincinnati Reds lineup, they came out hitting on all cylinders, took advantage of a lot of free passes by Rays pitching, hit 4 home runs, 12 runs.
And it's a 12-6 final. These two teams again tomorrow. Our broadcast coverage begins at 12:30. For Brian Anderson and Ryan Bass, Dwayne Stats, hope you've enjoyed the telecast. If not, the outcome. Rich Hollenberg and Doug Wechter coming your way. 12-6 the final. And we will see you tomorrow afternoon.
Eddie's,